Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Was Destined to Rule? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted short movie and my own idea. Now before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Meta What If channel as well. I had this idea while, um, just laying down and being bored. And to be honest, it's kind of a nice concept, in my head at least. Let's see how this one goes. I hope you guys enjoy this one, and if you do like it, do let me know in the comment section. Anyways, enough said. Without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato. 5 years after the QB attack, as we go towards the said village, to see that standing in the bustling streets of the said village was a 5-year-old child. As he was looking towards the slum side of Konoha, something that people in the bustling streets avoided. There Naruto saw some things that horrified him and made him think at such a young age. Why? As now we see, Naruto felt a hand on his shoulders, and once he looked behind him, a little bit startled, he found that it was Hiruzen Sarutobi, his Gigi, and the Hokage of the said village. My dear boy Naruto, I was going to pick you up, and you weren't there. I was quite worried that something might have happened. What are you doing here near the slums of the area? What is wrong with these people, Gigi? Why do they all look so thin, almost like sticks, and so ill? As Hiruzen, a bit disgusted, said, "These people are those who are abandoned, have nowhere to go, and have no skills. Konoha does bring them food and even gives them the opportunity to learn, but they never do. Let's get out of here. If we stay here, they might transmit their diseases to us." As Naruto's gaze lingered for a bit more. And from then on, Naruto, whenever he got his money, would arrive there and share his food with them, while having a little bit to himself. And when he ran out, he would just go out and hunt. And while doing so, he would hunt more and bring the fishes or the other things that he hunted to them. The slum people began to realize him. As Haruto, a child similar to his age, stood in front of him one day while the other were taking the food without saying a word. "Why do you do this for us? The Konoha and its people ignore us and avoid us like we're some sort of diseased people." "But you're not, are you?" "No. We have been abandoned, ignored. All because we are just the families of those who decided to betray Konoha, or those who have they blamed. And we were thrown here. Why must we pay for the sins of someone else who we never even met? I heard from my mother before she died of a disease that we were suffering because my grandfather was accused of stealing money from the council, but he never did." "You're one of them, right? You're just trying to use us." "No, I would never do that." "What is your name?" "Haruto." "My name is Naruto, and I would never do this to you, Haruto-san. Like you, I'm an orphan as well. I never knew my parents, and I was just passing by through the villages going to meet someone when I happened to stumble upon here. People hate me too, I don't know why, but I'm tolerated and you guys are not. Yet you're hated more than me, and that got me thinking, why? Then why are you helping us?" As the other also closed in to listen. "I don't know. I just don't know." As then again, at that time, an envoy arrived. He was wearing a dog mask and he pushed the child away. "Get away from him. What are you doing here? Hokage-sama told you to stay the hell away from this place. This place is cursed." "No, it's not. They're people who need help. Why are they being framed for something they haven't done? These are all lies. Baseless lies that they try to tell to get sympathy. They're nothing more than criminals and someone who you should avoid. It's only a mercy that Konoha allows them to live here." Naruto could tell the eyes behind those masks were disgusted and judging them, as Haruto trembled and looked down, biting his lips. As Naruto stood up, I won't abandon them. That is enough, Inu. Leave. Okage-sama, but as Hiruzen arrived, walking there with his entourage. I know you worry about them, Naruto, but it would be for the best if you don't. Forget about these people. I have been aware of what you are doing. You are trying to do something good. But know this, these people have a habit of betraying. They would betray again. Even if that is true. They should not have to suffer from basic things. You give me food. I am an orphan as well. But your parents fought for this village, died protecting it. You're special, Naruto. How come I'm special and yet hated by everyone? And these people didn't even do anything and yet they're hated. You're young. You're too young to understand this. Now come, said Hiruzen, forcing Naruto away from this place. And Naruto was banned to enter that place ever again. He was restricted, but Naruto still found sometimes a way to go there. His only connection was Haruto, and the people there knew that Naruto that day had stood up for them. And they, for the first time, had hope when it came to that boy. As after that we see time begin to pass by, as Naruto reached at the age of 13, and during that not only he became a Genin, but also protected Konoha when the tuning exams Konoha crash happened. He also protected the slums, who no one was protecting. He sent most of his clones there to protect Haruto and the others. As they all looked towards Naruto. What are you doing, Naruto? How come there are so many of you? These are all clones. I'm in the midst of the battle with the One-Tails. I have to stop the Biju. In the meanwhile, I've sent in my clones here to make sure you guys are safe. I knew that Konoha wouldn't send anyone, so I just did that on my own. As now we see, Naruto was able to protect them, but in the end, he couldn't protect his Gigi. And later, he went with Jiraiya to go and find Tsunade. While on the way outside, Naruto made sure to tell them he was leaving. Naruto, throughout the whole way, was in deep thought. While Jiraiya left him alone, he would think what happened back at the Land of Waves with Inari and the others. Their situation was similar. Naruto saved them and gave them hope, but he didn't think that it was him. It was his team effort, at least that is what he thought. And then, back at home, the slums that everyone avoided, no one cared about, he was worried about them. And for the first time, while alone in the room, someone answered to his worries. You need to calm down, kid. For a child your age, with a lot of worries of his own, you certainly have quite a big heart to think about them. But I'm just worried. Any normal person would be. No, not any normal person. I don't know what's gotten into you, QB, but why are you so being kind to me today? I have been trying to find a way to understand you better, kid. From a young age, you have been different, and that has always struck out to me. You fought for the others more, stood up for them more, for those who have been abandoned, cursed, even when you did not even knew them. Back at Konoha, it was one thing, but outside, it was another. Don't you see it? You give these people hope, and they look up to you, like how one looks up to a leader. Me? A leader? Yeah, that is going to be true one day when I became a Hokage. I'm not trying to be sarcastic, kid. I'm trying to tell you something. They look up to you. You are someone special. Someone who has that spirit within him that gives people hope. I hate to admit this almost, but you have given me a bit of hope as well in humanity. As Naruto was left stunned, he couldn't sleep the whole night even when Jiraiya returned, and next day when he arrived he found Tsunade and met her for the first time, and when she tried to insult the previous leaders, Naruto looked towards her, first at enraged, but then he calmed down, and then he asked, why do you hate them so much? Aren't they someone like who were ones who fight alongside you or with you at one point? Even if that is true, kid, They're not here anymore. So you hate them because they're not here. Because they died protecting you and the others. I was not protected by anyone. They left me. I begged them to stop. They did what you would have done for them, but for the others' sake. If anything, they died as true heroes, and they should be honored as such, Tsunade-sama. You should not drown in the misery of their death, but celebrate what they lived for. And that made Tsunade's eyes widen, alongside with Shizune, and even Jiraiya, because these three instantly realized that Naruto was right. And even with a few words that he has said after listening to the banter of Tsunade and all her insults, he had a point. Wow, kid, I did not knew you had it in you. I'm sorry, what do you mean by that, Jiraiya-sama? I'm just stating the truth, said Naruto. Any sensible person would know this. Anyone and everyone. As now I see, back at the apartment, now under the same room, once Naruto went to bed, Tsunade, Shizune, and Jiraiya were seated, drinking some sake, as Tsunade then said, "You know, that boy. I've heard speeches from my grandfather, even my uncle, and of our sensei. But the way he speaks, it's like he's not even trying, and yet I get what you're saying. But he's still too young. He will be a perfect leader, just like his father was. Heck, even greater than him. Even greater than Sensei one day. You know, he cares for those people in slums. From what I have been informed, that even to this day, he still makes sure that they are well fed. Those people. They're just poor souls suffering for someone else's fault. Yeah. Konoha has its own moments of racism and discrimination when it comes to something like that. But that boy didn't discriminate. He fought against it and gave them hope. I also heard from Kakashi that the land of waves look up to him as well. Really now. The boy has a huge following after him. Isn't he? And I can tell you also like him, Tsunade. I don't like this, Jiraiya. The boy gives me something that I have lost. Hope. And he made me realize something that I was trying to console myself with, but I was failing. Just with a few words. That I should not drown in the sorrow of their deaths, the way they died, but celebrated the way they lived. And that in itself says a lot about him. That he is born to rule. That I can agree with. But he still needs a lot of guidance. A lot of learning. You know what, Jiraiya? Let the boy grow in his own skin. If anything, we can guide him if he's about to make a wrong decision when that time comes. That boy, he will go far. And that is something that I want to see. As Shizune and Jiraiya's eyes widen, you're coming, that means, right? Of course. I accept, but only because of him. And so, now we see. The three of them took Naruto and returned. Naruto was happy with Tsunade's decision, and the whole way back, he was looking quite anxious. As soon as they set a foot inside Konoha, Naruto then said, apologies, but can I leave, Jiraiya-sama? I have to go and prepare something. You mean you want to go on a hunt to bring in some food for those people? As Naruto froze, looking pale and down, and then looking up with confidence in his eyes, I can't abandon them. I said the same thing to Gigi, and he put it up a ban on me, but I still went anyway. I know it's against the law and all that he has placed on me, but I will continue to do this. Those people are suffering for nothing. I can't allow that to happen to them. Tell me, Naruto, said Tsunade. Why do you care about them so much? They're barely strangers. And they are from the people's family who have done bad against Konoha, or have been framed at least for. But did they do it? What I believe is a crime or a sin from someone else should not be answered by his family, because that is not justice. That is just cruel. Tsunade smiled and told him, go on, and Naruto nodded and went on his way, thanking them. You know, the boy doesn't even try and his voice beyond his ears. As they were talking, the elders were listening into this from afar, and for the first time, they looked conflicted. Even Danzo Shimura himself. Danzo, that boy is certainly interesting. How about you chat with them while I go and speak with the boy? And so, nearby a lake in which a lot of fish flew by, Naruto was fishing and has caught a huge basket of it as he heard someone from behind. Naruto Uzumaki. Ah, Elder, Sama. You're from the council, right? The great elder. Greetings, sir. Is there a problem? Why are you fishing so much? Are you that much starving? These are not for me. These are for the others. Like people in need. I like to share food, you see? You don't need to lie to me, boy. I am aware of your antics. As Naruto flinched and looked down for a bit before looking up with hopeful eyes. Sir, with all due respect, please, someone has to help them. Those people are suffering. I can't just let them be like that. They are sons and children and family members of the traitors. But their forefathers are the one, or some members are the ones who betrayed them. Betrayed Konoha, right? And they were fought and brought to justice. Then why such discrimination against them? Why not? Because they might try to do the same one day. Don't you think so? Said Danzo, trying to walk near Naruto as Naruto stood still. Think about it. If their father or forefather, as you say, could do it, why not them? If that is how it is, then anyone can. With all due respect, sir, I don't mean to say this, but even you can, if it favors you. If you are greedy. But every person is greedy, right? You are loyal to Konoha, to the last drop of my blood, yes. What if you have to take some dark steps, just for the sake of this village? I will do it without any hesitation. Then why do you expect such harsh turns from them? They took what they thought was the best decision for their family. Because they were just loyal to more to them than the village. And that is why they were brought to justice. That doesn't justify what they did. I'm not trying to justify what they did. What I'm trying to tell you is, and show you, is that they are innocent. And if they don't get this food, they would just continue to die out. And this would help Konoha as well, because as long as they're healthy, there would be no disease as well. I never thought of it like this. This could reduce our medical pressure that we have for a lot of years. Go on, kid. And Naruto? You certainly have that spark that your Gigi spoke of to us. You will go far ahead, my dear boy, with that head on your shoulders. And we will be watching closely. I understand, sir. As now we see, Naruto, after that, was contacted by Kakashi as he found Naruto again at the slums, where there was a huge cookout being going on as fish was being grilled and given to everyone. As Haruto, now healthy, then said, Naruto Aniki, thank you so much. But what about our training? When are we gonna begin with that? We will soon. Just make sure everyone is safe for the time being, okay? I myself am not that much of a great shinobi. Hopefully there will be a time when you all will be accepted. Even me. Even if they don't accept you, we have. And we still love Konoha. Because you showed us that Konoha has forgiveness in it. As Naruto said the same. As Kakashi left Naruto, we have been called by the Hokage office. I must leave. Take care of yourself, Haruto. You too, Aniki. And so Naruto arrived, where he saw Sasuke and Sakura were waiting. As Tsunade was seated, the demon country has sent in a request. They need some help because their princess, Shion, is being kidnapped by the demon and being threatened. We have to help them. We will. Team 7 is supposed to be going alone there, and this could be dangerous. We will manage. Isn't that right, Sakura? Sasuke? Both of them nodded. What do you think, Sensei? Said Naruto with a smile. Of course, if you three are okay with this, then so am I. And so the travel began there. As mid-journey, Kakashi spoke to Naruto. You still visit that place, huh? Yes, I do. You're being too kind to them, Naruto. Don't give them too much hope. Why? Because they don't deserve it? Said Naruto. Listen, Sensei. Every person deserves a second chance. Every last one of them, though. Even us. What about my brother then? Do you know why he did it? He did it for the power. He said so. Do you believe his words? Because the way you mention and because the way you talk to him about his past, it doesn't make just sense, Sasuke. Sasuke looked conflicted, and so did Kakashi, because he was the one who was a teammate with Itachi. Think about it. Naruto, stop this, please. Now is not the time to push Sasuke into the trauma. I'm not trying to push anyone into trauma. I'm just trying to show him the mirror that he is finding too hard to see. Your brother used to love you, his family, his clan. And one day out of nowhere, with a snap of a finger, he snapped and killed everyone? You're right. He was calm, collected, and the most mellow out Uchiha one could find. And yet he did the most cruelest thing out there. And so, the conversation came to a halt once they arrived there. Greeted by the queen, they went straight to the mission. Naruto was able to fight through the demons with the help of his mind and his leadership, leading the teammates of his. Sasuke begrudgingly was growing to respect Naruto more and more. More than a friend, he was seeing him as a leader, someone who can guide, even him from out of the darkness, because he has given him a question that has shaken his belief of years that he has been carrying, the hatred that he has been carrying in his heart as well. And now, all there remained was questions that he wanted to ask. In the meanwhile, they focused, as Naruto defended both Sakura and Sasuke, while also advancing. In the end, Naruto rescued Shion, and this demon, with the help of them and Shion, was sealed finally. The demon country was at peace, as Shion and Naruto and the team returned. While Sakura noticed that Shion was continuously glancing at Naruto with a blush on her face, as Naruto politely smiled, and once arriving back, they were told to stay. As the queen, Shion's mother, and Shion then spoke. My daughter speaks highly of you, Naruto. It was not my own effort. My teammates Sasuke and Sakura, and my sensei Kakashi also did this. We fought as one, and Shion was today as a member of a team as well. So the credit goes to her as well, as Shion blushed even more. As her mother smiled. You made the right choice, daughter. I'm sorry, what? Said Naruto. Nothing, Naruto. Please enjoy tonight as our heroes. For tomorrow you must travel back with this scroll, because we have allied ourselves to Konoha. As the alliance scroll reached the news of Tsunade and the council's ears, the elders as well as the Sanins, Jiraiya and Tsunade were aware. Some of the shinobi clans also began to grow aware because of their kids who spent the time with Naruto in the academy, and now even that Naruto was special, someone who was born to lead them, someone who was destined to be one day their Hokage, and maybe, just maybe, even more. As Tsunade then spoke. That boy, he's done it again. They also want a political alliance marriage with Naruto. Really? That is great news, isn't it? Said Koharu with a smile on her face when speaking about Naruto. As Danzo with a hum, as everyone looked towards him, then said, that is certainly great news. Konoha has been getting a lot of alliances. First the land of waves, and now vegetable country, and even the demon country. That is quite vital for us. The resources they have, they will share, as per mentioned in the deal that is written here. And all they ask is alliance with Naruto. But why him, and why not the Uchiha-sama? Said the civilians. Sasuke Uchiha is great, don't get me wrong, but Naruto? That boy effortlessly wins because he is destined to be a leader. But we must bring in Sasuke-sama because he is much more elite and much more capable than the clanless bastard. Watch your tone, civilian son. He hangs out with those slum people, helps them, the children of the traitors. If you betray us, you do know that your family would be sent there, living for eternity, right? What do you think would happen to them then? Would they recognize me as traitor as well for the rest of their lives? No, that would be bad. Now, the people who have betrayed us have been brought to justice, but their families have been suffering. Naruto brought that to light when he was just 5, because he was passing by there and stopped because he saw something that no child should see. An orphaned child who was hated nonetheless because of something that he could not control. He wasn't trying to show it to me, and the rest of us just were too blind to see it back then. When I spoke to the boy myself after seeing that he was gaining some attention and was known out to be wise, he even opened up my eyes in our conversation. That boy is certainly someone I can, with all my honesty and as well as loyalty, can stand behind. Because I know that he is meant to not only rule Konoha but the whole elemental nation if they bow down to him. He is once in a million of the lifetime of a king that is born here. With wisdom beyond his years, just with enough guidance and training, he will be becoming the next coming of someone who will be the emperor of the elemental nations. The just and kind one that we all need. They need. As for the first time, the civilians stood up, supporting Danzo, alongside with the shinobi sides, and even Tsunade did. You know, Danzo? My sensei might be rolling in the grave after listening into this when I say this, but I support this, what you have said. Because Naruto, not only he has the kindness, but also compassion. But, more than ever, he is a leader. That is why I know when the time comes, he will protect instead of just laying down in front, begging for mercy or calling for peace. All we need to see is how. He showed it when the fight between Suna and the Sound Village broke out in the Chunin exams. I saw it myself. He used the illusion jutsu on Gamabunta, using a lot of his chakra in the battle against the One-Tails which he defeated alone. I have proof of it. As on the other side, he protected the slums all on his own as well from the on-pushing army, because he knew that the others were also helping, and so he sent a single shinobi clone of his there. That boy, he has enormous amount of chakra, and he was able to pull that stunt and defeat a Biju and protect the slums and the village. That is why I say this. When the time is right, with a little guidance, he will become a true emperor. And so, now we see, time passed. As some of the civilian loyalists loyal to Uchiha Sasuke called to him and brought him in. And there, Sasuke, who was under the curse mark influence, which was now breaking, was brought, and they presented the case to the council. And Sasuke was asked, "What do you think of this, Sasuke?" Honestly, I don't believe this. Naruto is someone who has shown me that there is a fault in my thinking, all of my hatred, but just one question. I just want to know why. I will tell you that, because I have a confession to make as well. It's time that I come clean, said Danzo. I know you might hate me, Sasuke, but I thought at the time I did this for the best of Konoha. I was the one who gave him the order to kill the Uchiha clan, as everyone began to murmur, alongside Hiruzen. And all he begged was that if he is able to do this, then we spare you. But why? Why would you do this? Said Sasuke as he trembled. These are the letters that we received from our spy, from your father and the rest of the clan. The Uchiha clans were going to perform a ritual before starting a coup. and they were going to sacrifice their own selves and eyes to revive the great Uchiha Madara in all his power and their strength combined into a demonic god of their own version. That cannot be. And then he saw a symbol that he has seen in the room of his father. The whole Uchiha clan was in his support, except for Itachi and Shisui. Shisui was killed by your father because he was going to use his Kekkei, the Koto Matsukami, to change their mind. An eternal technique that would lock their mind into it. And I was the one taking that chance, killed the rest. Because I was feared that they might start a coup again, and stole their eyes, keeping them hidden. What have you done, Danzo? I told you that I did what I did for the right of Konoha. The Uchihas were going to use an extreme method, because we were just investigating a case in which, on the night of the Kyuubi attack, the Sharingan pattern was seen in the eyes of the Kyuubi, meaning it was put under a genjutsu. As Sasuke, hearing this, was shocked beyond reasoning, because the proofs were in front of him. So my brother saved me. Yes. Your mother and the rest were killed by my hands. As for your father and those involved were killed by him. And he was framed to be the traitor. Danzo Shimura, you will be answering for what you have done. I take no shame in what I have done, and I am ready to answer it. And so, now we see Sasuke was conflicted beyond reasoning. His own village and his own family were going at a war. His brother couldn't choose except him, and he chose him to save, the rest to kill. As Sasuke banged on the door of Naruto in the nighttime instead of going home, Sasuke, are you alright? You were right, Naruto. You were right. But I hate you. Why did you have to tell me this? I could have gone on living, continued to hate him like my brother wanted him to, and just kill him. Now the whole damn village have told me the truth. What truth? That my brother, he... And so Sasuke, after some calming down and crying, told everything to Naruto. As Naruto stood there, I'm so sorry, Sasuke. I just had a hunch. I did not know that this would turn out to be true. But you were right. And because of that, I have to thank you. And I owe you one. Because of your questioning, I got the answers that I needed for what happened that night. And now I know that I need, instead of killing my brother, to save him and bring him back. Then we will do that together. I'll be by your side. And I'll be by yours. And from that day onwards, Naruto, even though he did not know, he had Sasuke's eternal loyalty. Sasuke had changed as well. Instead of being the usual emo, he was much more kinder to his teammates, both Naruto and as well as Sakura, and even has begun to go out with her. Naruto also spent time with the other teammates on their free day, such as Team Asuma and the others, and trained with them, even with Lee. Neji has also gotten close to Naruto and also a loyalist of Naruto as well. As for Hinata, she was also watching him from up close. Her clan head father watched this from afar and smiled because he knew that Hinata has chosen right. Even though at first he had doubted it, but now he was aware that his daughter had the right choice, like her mother, from which she chose from. On the other side, Orochimaru was orchestrating the whole plan, and Naruto was given the chance to go on a training. As Naruto and Sasuke met again, as Sasuke revealed the whole truth to Naruto. Are you insane, Sasuke? This could be dangerous. That is why I want you to go to the council with me. Because I want them to know what I'm going to do. But there might be spies there. Then only the Hokage and the eldest should be aware. Right? And so both of them arrived where the elders were. Danzo, who had lost all the power but still was there because he was an elder, and Shimura, Koharu and Homura were also there, alongside with Jiraiya and Tsunade. And once the plan was laid out, they were quite scared at the same time, thought about it. As Danzo then said, even though I know this is a suicidal mission, I agree with Naruto and Sasuke. In this way, we will get the Snake Clan back, a sage of the Snake Clan mode, back with us. In the meanwhile, Naruto for the 3 years will be training under Jiraiya to master the Senjutsu mode of the Toads. Sakura can be trained by Tsunade, and we will have the next coming of the 3 Sanins. As the other 2 elders also agreed, as Tsunade then said, Sakura. And Hinata too. She has the Byakugan, and quite good one at that, the most purest one. If she is to become the medical ninjutsuist, medical practitioner, she would be a great one. Konoha does need a lot of medics. And so, Tsunade took in the recommendation and 2 students, while Naruto went away after chasing Sasuke to make it look that Sasuke had escaped. And even with their fight, but instead of going for the killing blow, Sasuke went for something that would injure Naruto. And so, in this way, Sasuke made it look like that he had defected and gone rogue to Orochimaru to train. All the while, the rest were not told, and Sakura with more motivation was trained, while Naruto went away for 3 years worth of training trip. While traveling, Naruto not only helped out the vegetable country and the other country, and even helped out Kyoki from the snow country by restoring her back to be the daimyo and the true queen. And she sent out a delegation to Konoha asking for Naruto's hand in marriage, but was informed of the demon country's already arrangement alongside with Hinata Hyuga. But she also interjected that she was willing to accept those terms and still go on. And so, back in Konoha while Naruto was traveling, Tsunade smiled. 3, huh? The boy is collecting them like one collects stamp collection. As the elder smiled, a king needs his queens and a lot of linkage, because I know that the boy will have those lads under him once he becomes the Hokage and marries them. But why just stop at a Hokage? Said Koharu. Think about it, the land of fire daimyo has grown weakened. And not only that, he has also grown corrupt. The people under him are suffering. I say before bringing him back to Konoha, let's send him there to see what happens. And so Jiraiya was given the instructions. After 3 years completed, Naruto was brought to the land of fire. Jiraiya said that he had to stay here for a month to see. In the meanwhile, Naruto observed and witnessed the same thing. Famine, people being mistreated, and he had had enough. Why do you look so pissed, kid? One night Jiraiya asked the people. I can't eat while they're starving. Why do you care about the people so much, Naruto? You're not a saint. I'm not a saint, but I'm not a monster as well. I have a heart that feels for the people out there. There are millions out there. What would you do about it? I will find a way to do something about it. Even if it means I have to kill. And so on that night, Naruto and Jiraiya were invited on a Met Gala by the daimyo, where he saw the food, the lavishness. People who were fat, so much so and consuming, while the other civilians out there were suffering. From infants to kids to everyone were suffering. Naruto lost it. Kid, calm down, said Kyuubi. I can't let this go on. How can they do this? How can they be so cruel? This is how they are. This is how they always happen. You can't fight this. Oh, I will. It's time for a revolution then. And what followed suit was Naruto's rage against everyone there. The daimyo, his loyalists, and everyone was defeated. Some brutally killed who still stood in his way. The rest captured alive. And Naruto by the next sunrise after the gala stood. People of Land of Fire, from this day onwards you are free. You have also been given rights. The rights you have been denied to. Proper food, clothing, shelter, medicine, and every right that you have been stripped from is hereby given to you. Who is he? Some of the people whispered, and those few within then said, Our new king! He's our new king! He's the new emperor! As everyone began to cheer, as the voices roared, as Naruto's eyes widened, What? That's right, kid. You're their new emperor. I did not knew you had it in you. But you proved us all wrong. You certainly are born to lead. Not just Konoha, the whole elemental nation. Once Naruto returned back to Konoha, he was no longer just a shinobi, but the damn emperor of the land of fire, who immediately after realized by the whole elemental nation like Konoha, the snow country, as well as the rice country, the demon country, as well as the vegetable and the land of waves, allied with and joined in with, becoming its parts of territories. And Konoha, being part of territory as well, also saluted him as well as bowed to him. As Naruto looked at them, why are you doing this, Bachan? Everyone, please, you don't need to bow. You are our emperor now, Naruto. The one who has freed us all. As Naruto watched, amongst the people, Haruto and those who were living in the slums were also cheering, now been given a chance to live, as Haruto was admitted into the academy and has just become a Genin in the 3 years as he wore the headband. Naruto smiled as he cheered with tears in his eyes. And at that moment, Danzo spoke to him. Listen to me, Naruto. You have given not only the land of waves, the snow country, and the demon country, and Konoha slummed the hope, but us as well. And we stand by you. The whole land of fire stand behind you. Then I will lead you with just and kindness and proper manner. As the people cheered, because they knew a boy who had nothing has risen to power. Not because he wanted power, because he wanted to help others. And true to his words, the emperor, the new one, has stirred a lot of chaos in the rest of the elemental nations. The land of sand was approached by Naruto because Gaara had been kidnapped and was helped. Turns out he was the Kazekage there and has been famine going on there. After Lady Chiyo's death and Gaara's rescue, after defeating of the two Akatsuki members, we see Naruto look towards the situation. The situation here doesn't look too good, Gaara. I know. The land of Sand's daimyo doesn't want anything to do with us. He's too afraid and amassing his own arsenal. The people there are suffering too. Then join me. What? Join me. I know you have become an emperor, Naruto. But are you sure you will be able to manage us? You'll be the one managing the village, Gaara. A true leader, who is from his own people. But I will be helping you. Then I will join you. And so the land of Tsunagakure, as soon as it joined, it sent shockwaves to the rest of the elemental nation as they watched. More and more minor villages joined in, and Naruto, he worked tirelessly with the people of his own, working closely to make sure everyone had the right, everyone had the skill, everyone had a job, and together they were building an empire, and Naruto was the one leading it, doing the most hard work. So much so that Sasuke visited him one night. So this is how you have become Emperor-sama. Sasuke, you're back. I'm not back for good. I'm just sent here to spy. Just to see what the new emperor is like. The whole elemental nation is in a buzz because of you. I see. How has been life with you, old friend? It's been good. I've been able to contact Itachi. We have hashed out things. He's still interrogating the Akatsuki. Is that so? Anything he found? They're going after the Bijus. That much I know. They went after Gaara already. The one tells Jinchuriki. Yes, he was saved, but the Biju was taken. They're putting it into a Garumazo called the Ten Tails husk. They have a Rinnegan user as well, but the true leader is the one behind the mask, Madara Uchiha. And Nissan claims that he is the one behind the attack that happened on October 9th, all those years ago. I see. That's good news, Sasuke. We're able to find out who our enemies are. Be very wary, Naruto. And careful. They might come after you. You careful too, Sasuke. Yeah, I will be. And give this to Sakura-chan, would you? Why don't you give this to her yourself? You know I can't do that. I'm I'm a traitor in her eyes. But if you tell her, she would know. Not now. The less people know, the better. Yeah. I'm sorry, Sasuke, it has come to this. No. It must be done. And so Sasuke returned, and Naruto gave this letter to Sakura and told her to read it before burning it in front of him. And Sakura, with tears, burned it and slapped Naruto across the face. As his guards, Anbus who were there, pointed their weapons towards Sakura. Even Tsunade stood up. Sakura, what the hell is wrong with you? How could you lie to me, Naruto? How could you not tell me this? I'm sorry, Sakura. It was for your own good. And Sasuke wanted it this way. I am sorry. Damn it. Waka. Both of you are idiots. I'm not gonna apologize, Sensei. It's alright. Tsunade-sama. She has a right to be mad at us. But you are our emperor, Naruto. Sit down, so. Anyone can slap you. But my friend and family care. To them, I'm just Naruto. Isn't that right? Always finding a way to protect your own, huh? Of course. Why wouldn't I? As on the other side, the land of sand was pissed. Its attack dog was stripped from it. And so, regardless of its people were dying or not, it contacted Akatsuki and some rebels and attacked Land of Sand. Naruto warned the daimyo, but he didn't listen. As a single person, before it could die, Naruto unleashed his army, leading them on front. As Naruto unsheathed his katana and pointed it towards him. You didn't heed my warning. Now you will listen to my blade. And so, the conquest began. The cycle started. The people who were oppressed, they were being freed, one after the other. Kumo, seeing this crusade, joined in, because they realized this was not about the power. It was about the people. The people of Kumo were sensible, even if they had egos. They joined in. The council was the one oppressing it, but nobody stood by their side and they were executed. Seeing this, the Akatsuki were scared shitless. They tried to fight and lost many people as the conquest had begun. And now they were facing an enemy they couldn't defeat. They tried everything, but they had failed, unaware that a spy of Naruto was within, which was Itachi. Sasuke killing Orochimaru and taking his team, Team Taka, joined in as well. And Naruto continued on with his conquest. Takigakure was also conquered, and so were the rest. In the end, it all halted at Iwagakure, who had surrendered, as Oniki and his family, alongside the Land of Stone's daimyo, bowed down to him. I'm not trying to humiliate you. I'm doing this for your own good. You will be living here in home arrest, forbidden to use chakra. The people, they will be given the rights that they have been denied to. And after the conquest was finished, the most historic event, not a war but a conquest, the empire stood tall. The people called it the Empire Nations of the People Republic, led by one Naruto Uzumaki, the beloved emperor and their king and ruler. As there wasn't a single soul who was oppressed under his rule. Famine was gone, disease was gone, more and more people learned skills and used from it. There was no misuse of their power. If there was, the corrupt would be taken out instantly, because Naruto's eyes and people were everywhere. Sasuke and Sakura had returned to his side, with pillars of his generals by his side. Naruto was able to lead. And now came the turn, at the age of 28, for Naruto the Emperor to marry and settle down. Emperor-sama, said Danzo, it is time that you settle down. The Empire needs new heirs from you. What? But I'm still too young. But you have arranged marriages already, no? Your brides are waiting for you. Ooh! Hinata Yuga, as well as Kyoki from the Snow Country, the Queen, and Shion the priestess now turned queen of the demon country. Naruto's jaw dropped. As Sasuke chuckled, who was married to Sakura already. You better have a child already, because the daughter he's going to marry off, or the son is, will be mine. Damn, Sasuke. That's some peer pressure you're giving me there. As Itachi arrived. That is good for you, isn't it, Naruto? How are you feeling, Itachi-san? I heard that your disease is recovering that you had. Yes, I'm getting better. But you still need to take it easy. I am the goddamn chancellor of this whole kingdom. I need to be here, doing my duty to the people, like the rest of you. Like our emperor. Thank you. But all of you need to take care of yourself. Because you are the most vital parts of this empire. Not only me. And so, that is how Naruto led. And also agreed to, as he met with his brides on the aisle after a year or so, where he looked quite scared, to be honest, while the people smiled and cheered and was celebrating their marriage for a whole month to come with festivals. All the while, the peace prevailed everywhere with the conquest made by a child who was born to lead and rule. As this is where I will be leaving this short movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Meta What If channel as well. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!